in 1978 or 79, the Surgeon General of the United States of America announced that it was conclusively proven that smoking causes cancer. Now in America, people had been struggling with this thing for well over a decade. The signs were already there earlier, but the tobacco companies, they call Big Tobacco, they had fought this decision vehemently, paid multi-billions to hide the results, to squash it, so that it wouldn't be known to the public, because that meant a loss in sales. And after that announcement, of course, sales in America, in the West, but what did they do? They brought it over to our countries. Cheaper than it was in America. So sales in our countries, like that. So they made up for it. But the point is, that was the new ruling in the late 70s. At that time, the enlightened scholars said we have to re-look at smoking now. The old ruling 500 years ago was based on the only known harm from it, which was bad breath, makruh. Of course, you had those scholars who were smoking cigarettes who were saying it's still makruh. Right? Still makruh. No need to change. But the enlightened scholars, using fiqh correctly, went back to the Sharia to look at the ruling concerning any product or incident which would harm the human being, which could cause his death. And they had to conclude, the Quran says, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ, do not kill yourselves. The Prophet, may God's peace and blessing be upon him, said, whoever kills himself in this life will find himself eternally in hell, killing himself over and over again. Furthermore, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had said, لَا ضَرَرْ وَلَا ضِرَارٍ, we should neither harm ourselves nor harm others. So there were no end of texts in the Quran and in the Sunnah which indicated that substances which would clearly cause harm in their normal use were haram. So the enlightened scholars changed the ruling from makruh for smoking to haram. That is the correct ruling. So those of you that have cigarette packages in your pockets, know that when you leave this hall, you have been informed. And you are responsible for Allah to destroy those cigarettes and stop smoking. From today onwards. Not gradually. Because gradually you'll never end it. You'll get a patch here and you take this and that and you'd carry on for years. No. It's haram, give it up. And wives, if you know your husbands are doing it, then you stay on them. Allah will reward you for destroying every pack of cigarette they bring into the house. Flush it down the toilet. Every time you catch it, make it difficult for him. Know that there's reward in it. He might say, you're destroying my money, this is my wealth. No. Allah will reward you for every pack you flush down the toilet.